Alright guys, we're going to go over the new Total Conflict Resistance version updates, being 0.46 and 0.47. We're going to start with the 0.46, so that came out like 2 days before the other one did, but it implemented realistic ballistics, which it says have not been added for the magnetic field of the earth and wind resistances. So right now there is going to be the more realistic ballistic stuff. Everything's not just going to be a straight laser beam like it was previously, but it sounds like they're going to change it again in the future to be more realistic again, because once you add wind and things like that, at the further distances you're going to have carry and drop completely differently. It says for small arms, including stationary, 12.7 and 14.5. It says all armored vehicles have a realistic physical model for projectiles and bullets, which is great. Introduced a basic rear sight correction for all weapons. So what that means, so it says right here, the rear sight is going to be to 100 meters, depending upon the muzzle velocity, about 100 meters. So if you just have a Kar 98, which that thing's muzzle velocity is going to be more than like a UMP, but what it's saying is that the rear sight of that is going to be zeroed in at about 100 meters. So if the enemy's at about 100 meters, you should be able to aim pretty much right at them. Now, if they're further than that, you're going to have to start doing stuff for, gravity and resistances for you to compensate for. So you're going to have to aim upward by a little bit, just depending upon the weapon and stuff like that. They added muzzle velocity for all weapons and data from authoritative weapon sources. So you can understand the difference between 9x19 and 5.56 by 45 and etc. So, like I just said, the different weapons, UMP shoots 45 is not going to go as far as, 7.62 by 39 or 5.56 by 45, which have a way higher muzzle velocity. I'm going to go over these along with another one that's in the patch 0.47. I will show some gameplay of the bullet drop and things like that, which is actually super sick. Makes it way more realistic. But I'm just going to go over the rest of this real quick. They fixed a balance of the vehicles on the global map. They added economic information about your resources in the global campaign. But it says to be finalized, so it's not finished, but they have added what they have, and I'm going to show you that right now. Alright, so the best thing I could do to show you the new economics tab was just go to the campaign that we're already doing, and we can see, every day at -5 wheat, -35 per week, -150 per month. But for bread, I'm at -233, -1631, and -16998, or 6,990. So here's my profit, which is 55%, and expense, which would be 45%. So in stock, I have 6,228, which will show me up here too on the corner. But I've also received 13,000. I have spent 10,000, and my total for all of that, the bread I've had the entire game, would be 24. I mean, this is a nice menu, I guess. I don't really understand why I would need to use this yet, which is probably why it says it's not finished. I mean, I guess this is alright for information to have, but I would rather them just add up here, like me hover over the bread, and it would just do me a plus minus, like, am I netting bread? Am I losing bread? Do I need to build more bakeries? I wish it was just more like that, which maybe this will do that later, but currently this is what it does. You can look at all your different stuff here. That doesn't make any sense, because I've definitely spent money building buildings and stuff like that. So I see, like, that's already messed up. I don't understand why that says 0. I've definitely used stone. I've definitely used, I don't think I've used copper on this one. I think I used on the other one. I've definitely used fuel. But yeah, that's what this menu is currently, which is also why it says it's not done. They also fixed damage for 23mm, 25mm, and 30mm projectiles, increasing damage by 2 times against light vehicles. So they'll be able to destroy lighter vehicles a lot more easily on vehicle combat. They added the ability to change weapons with the mouse wheel, which is very nice. That is something they needed to do. And they fixed penalties for imperialism. They reduced the penalty for that. Alright guys, now we're going to go over update 0.47. which added corrections for AI ranged weapons, which so they'll have to do all the arcing and stuff like that we will. Added amendments for armored vehicles. Added random seasons and quick battles, which if you did the quick battles before, it was always winter and there'd be snow on the ground and stuff like that, but now you can get, spring, summer, winter, or fall, whatever. They implemented ricochets. I don't know how impactful ricochets are going to be or how often they're going to happen, but now you could get killed by ricochets or kill things with ricochets. They improved trading, added assorting prods on the world market. So when I was talking about improving the trade and sorting, I believe it's talking about it's being sorted by the different products now, because it has all the aluminum and all that stuff together, and it has all the ammos together, it has the sights together, the guns together, the vehicles at the bottom together. Like, I don't see any tabs, or I can click on anything to sort it myself, so I'm not really sure what it's talking about. Oh, no, it didn't do anything. It just scrolled me. I don't see any way to do anything without, like, accidentally buying something. There's nothing to click. Like, I just put this here. I can't do anything with it. So I think that's all they did was sort it by the resources. Because before you'd have, like, sights up there, sights down here, whatever. But that's all it looks like they did with that. They improved ballistics. Ballistics for AI. They fixed tracers. They added gravity for tank shells. And then it, lists the tank shells. But that's funny. So that means before they didn't have gravity and they were just straight laser beams for forever, which is hilarious. But now they have gravity and will have resistances and stuff. Alright, so the easiest way for me to show the muzzle velocity and bullet drop and stuff like that is by using a vehicle, because they have the tracers on them. So like before, it would just go completely straight. Like if I was aiming right there, it would just go there. You can see it arcing now. See that? Which is really nice. It does do it for the small arms and stuff like that, which is a lot harder to see because you don't have tracers really on it, but... Let's go see. If you watched my campaign the other day, I definitely was able to see the difference in the bullet dropping because I was trying to track people and shoot them with actually a Humvee also. But it's actually a really nice ad that they did, because it makes it way more realistic. See, short range is still going to be just fine, but at further ranges I'm going to have to arc my shots. However, I can't see anything because they're all shooting tank shells and RPGs at me. Everybody attack. Take out their gunner, which I just did. And then I get blown up by a tank. Mwahahaha. Oh, nope, an RPG. But that was just to showcase real quick that they did actually implement muzzle drop and things like that. See, because like this, like I can kind of see, like I can't really see where that went. See, that's why I showed on the vehicle, because the vehicle has way better ability to see the muzzle drop and things like that, because like these like I can't, the flash on the screen, or if you're ADSing, like you can't even hardly see that. Like with the flash and stuff, I can't even see where the bullet is going. Which is why that's why I showed it on the vehicle, though, because the vehicle you can see everything. Kaboom. And then they did a couple bug fixes here, like news widgets. They did objects on the different maps, AI production balance in the global campaign. They fixed material on bullets, fixed hitboxes for armored vehicles, which is hilarious because I swear sometimes I could be like point blank with an RPG, and I swear on my life it goes right through the vehicle, and I'm just like, I don't understand how I could have possibly missed that, but hopefully that addresses that. They fixed some critical bugs, which cause your vehicle to roll over when firing from small arms. What? I've never seen that happen. That's hilarious. and they fixed a radius of damage for projectiles, including 23, 25, and 30 millimeter, etc. Which is funny because all of these updates they did in these 2 updates here addressed the 23, 25, and 30 shells, and some other ones too, but they had to fix all that stuff on there. But if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll be putting out a RPG guide in the next couple of days, so look out for that one.